Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 5:58 on Wednesday, July the 24th. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News this morning. Well, this morning, it's a little bit foggy and chilly across the entire slope of eastern Kentucky. Won't see those temperatures climb too much. It's going to be just another beautiful day. Let's bring Kelly McShane in this morning. And Kelly, what can we expect today?
Well, we can expect sunshine, and even a little bit more sunshine. But like you said, starting off a little bit chilly this morning. Let's go ahead and take you to those temperatures out there. If you step out the door right now, you're going to want a light jacket because those temperatures are into the mid to upper 50s. Definitely a chilly start to the day thanks to that cold front and the clear skies giving us a little bit of a temperature drop. Satellite and radar over the last few hours, it doesn't look like anything's moving, but that's because we have clear skies and really not too much moving through the region this morning. So overall, a pretty quiet start to our day. However, we are dealing with a little bit of that fog this morning, especially into the Cumberland Valley. So just be mindful of that. Give yourself a little bit of extra time as you head out the doors and extra space in between cars, and always use those low beams if you do run into a little bit of fog. So we're going to give you a yellow light because that fog could definitely be thick at times. But once that gets on out of here, we will see plenty of sunshine by this afternoon. Going to be a beautiful one. Be sure to grab the sunglasses, and I will have that full forecast in just a little bit, Will.
All righty, Kelly, we'll be with you. Well, a Hazard murder suspect pleaded not guilty in his first court appearance Tuesday morning. Anthony Lewis is charged with the murder of Marlena Holland Hurt. And yesterday, he got his public defender and a follow-up court date. I was in the courtroom when it all went down to find out more.
More than a week after she was brutally murdered, Marlena Holland Hurt's father's anger still rages on.
I want him dead for the death penalty. That's through my mind.
Kelsey Holland, Paulina Holland, and Samuel Holland, along with other members of Marlena's family, were in court Tuesday morning as Anthony Lewis answered to his murder charge.
Thank you, Your Honor. We enter a plea of not guilty and lay formal record. Go ahead and accept the not guilty on behalf of Mr. Lewis.
Sitting just feet away from the man charged with Marlena's murder.
He looked evil looking, and he should not never done a little kid like that. She was just a child. I wish I would been there.
The loss still stings. Her uncle's emotions still raw.
I think about Marlena. I can hear her holler in my house, Uncle Sam, Uncle Sam. I can't go to sleep. It's in my head.
Her father still mourning the loss of his little girl.
My heart's broken, and I'll never be fixed again by the time I live my life.
A void left and a long process that is only just beginning.
Now, Lewis is due back in court August 6th at 9 in the morning. A Perry County man is behind bars accused of threatening to kill the Perry County Circuit Judge and Hazard Police Chief. This is Jimmy Dunn. Sheriff's deputies say he called the Perry County 911 center and made the threats. He faces 2 counts of third-degree terroristic threatening. Well, a Southern Kentucky man is accused of kidnapping his own wife and kids. Aaron Dees is in the Knox County Jail. Police say he was arrested after his wife claimed he forced her at gunpoint to take her and the kids to North Carolina. But from jail, Dees says she's making it all up, all because of marital problems. WYMT's Phil Pendleton has both sides of this bizarre story from Knox County.
Aaron Dees is in the Knox County Jail where he claims he's being held on bogus charges.
There was at no point that anything was, out of the ordinary. That's why I don't understand how this is, even going on. I don't even have a record. I don't have a speeding ticket on my record.
Yet police say Dees' wife called them Monday, saying that she had just returned home after being forced at gunpoint on Saturday to drive out of state.
Advised her to get up, get the kids ready. They were going to go to North Carolina. He got her in the vehicle, got the kids in the vehicle. On the way to North Carolina, he was holding a firearm, loading it and unloading it.
Dees says they did go to North Carolina. He wanted to go there to see relatives. Police say that his wife somehow escaped. They say how exactly she got away and came back here remains under investigation. Dees says all this started the result of marital problems. In court records, Dees is accused of telling his wife that after the kids were dropped off in North Carolina, she was to drive to Florida where he would kill the man that had been texting her.
Yes, sir. I believe they were having a rough relationship. She was been texting another subject, and I think he found out about it through text messages and got upset.
I literally want to hear in court because she was never at any point in time had a gun pointed at her directly.
Dees also denies saying that he would kill the man texting her, but he did tell her that he wanted to meet him. In Knox County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
The Knox County deputies say they are still investigating the case with assistance from police in North Carolina. Police say the children are staying with other relatives. Well, we first told you Monday night about an Amber Alert for a 4-year-old girl believed to be in, quote, extreme danger. That search has been expanded. Investigators say Gracelyn Scritchfield was kidnapped by her biological father, Arlie Hetrick. The Amber Alert was expanded after police say the father's vehicle may have been spotted all the way in Arizona. Gracelyn's mother, Summer, says she's been calling Hetrick since the 7th when he was supposed to return with her daughter.
And I think he's going to have to be found. I don't think he's going to willingly bring him back on his own time.
Scritchfield says this is not the first time that Hetrick has acted erratically. She says he's tried to break their shared custody agreement before. Police think they may be in a 2001 gold-colored Subaru Forester with the license plate 1TH163. If you have any information at all, call West Virginia State Police at 304-367-2850. Well, yesterday, crews spent much of the afternoon searching for a Knox County missing man. Kenneth Saunders went missing almost 4 years ago. This is video of the area where police searched yesterday. The sheriff told us they were acting on tips. As of right now, we are not sure if they found anything. A Pike County grand jury indicted a man for throwing underage drinking parties that included drugs. We first told you about Anthony Baker last month. He faces unlawful transaction with a minor and wanton endangerment charges. Yesterday, we learned the Attorney General's office is involved in the investigation. Officials say the youngest person attending those parties appears to have been 15. Baker is due back in court July 31st. To Leslie County now, we know when a woman charged in a deadly DUI crash will be back in court. Alyssa Noble's trial was delayed earlier this month. Noble actually bonded out of jail. She faces murder, assault, and DUI charges in connection with the 2017 crash that killed Paige Hayes. She will be back in court September 4th. A Wolfe County family is coping with the loss of a 12-year-old girl. Macy Morris was killed when her ATV flipped over, hitting her in the head. The accident happened Friday afternoon near her home on Straight Creek Road. The 12-year-old's two cousins were riding the ATV with her, but were not hurt. Grief counselors have been made available at Red River Elementary School for Macy's teacher, teammates, and friends. Now, experts say in ATV riders, you should think first before putting the key into the ignition. Mark Perschwitz specializes in agricultural equipment safety. He says ATVs are rider active, meaning the driver shifts their body to make turns and climb hills. Different units have different age requirements. You should check the stickers to see if the ATV is too big to handle.
They are definitely not toys. And of course, we're talking about fatalities. We're not talking about all the non-fatal injuries. Spinal cord injuries, all kinds of serious injuries. They are definitely something that has to be treated with a lot of respect because they can kill you.
According to the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety, 10 people died between 2017 and 2018 while riding an ATV without a helmet. Well, yesterday marked 5 months since a crash in Floyd County that nearly killed a teen. After being in a coma in a vegetative state, Kate Lackey needed to learn how to do normal everyday tasks again, like walking and bathing and even talking. Kate says her memory is one thing she wishes she could get back.
It's like I remember some things, but not a lot of things. Like today, I probably won't remember that much being here.
Kate says she would also like to be able to drive again one day. Right now, she goes to Pikeville Medical Center's rehabilitation clinic, sometimes 3 times each week. Although she has made great strides in her recovery, she will still need more years of therapy. A close call for one family early Friday morning. An unknown man tried to break into State Senator Brandon Smith's home around 4 in the morning in Hazard. Now, this is the second time in 4 weeks that someone has attempted to break into their home. He is thankful that the man was not able to break in, but hopes that the police can make an arrest soon.
Any more security camera enough, it's just not enough. I mean, we are living in a time that's very dangerous. People are very emboldened, and it can be a matter of mental illness or drugs that they're on at the time. They can make normally good people do very, very bad things.
Now, if you have any information at all who it might be, you are asked to contact Hazard City Police.
We have plenty of sunshine to look forward to this afternoon. We're already seeing those clear skies. You can see that here on satellite and radar. Not too much to talk about as we head throughout the morning because those skies are very clear. And because of those clear skies overnight, it allowed temperatures to get pretty chilly into those 50s this morning. So you're going to want a jacket as you step out this morning. However, we will warm up back into the upper 70s by the time we get to this afternoon. And you can see that here on today's forecast. Going to be an absolutely beautiful afternoon. Plenty of sunshine to go around. Not too many clouds are going to be in the sky this afternoon. And those temperatures, like I said, going to be pretty comfortable, especially because dew points are going to be low as well. I'll have that full forecast here in just a little bit, Will.
All righty, thank you for joining us on Mountain News this morning. More news is on the way. Still to come, 4 decades later, the mountains are still bringing writers from across the country. We talked to authors about their experience at a writer's workshop. And Camp Unite kicked off yesterday in its 13th year, and it aims to help fight and prevent substance abuse.